Hi guys, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. This time it's the second part of the most awaited video in the last couple of weeks, I would say, and it's the second part of the ARKHAM Asylum, and this time we're going to furnish it. And you guys wrote me so many amazing cool comments what I have to put into this ARKHAM Asylum. I guess you're all big Batman fans, so thank you so much for all your cool comments. And I really tried to incorporate each and every single idea you guys had into this build, and I guess I have made it. So yeah, I hope you will like it. Thank you so much again for all your comments, and I'm really looking forward to a next big project where you guys can leave me comments and then we are going just right into it, and you know, I build it for you. Yeah, that's really cool. I thank you so much, and I hope that you will like my ARKHAM Asylum build. So I started with the entrance hall, so if you can't remember, I will also link the first video where I just built it and did the outside of it and, you know, like the general layout of it. I will link that in the video description, also in the upper right info box it's called. And I started with the entrance room and the salon because I just thought I would have like a sort of a living room there, so I placed like some bookshelves there so the patients can read, and some tables for them to eat and maybe do, I don't know, like art therapy. I mean, I know that there is something like art therapy. And yeah, also like a typical welcoming room. I was also thinking about the American Horror Story Asylum, and they had this big hall. So this is what my hall in my asylum looks like. This is nothing super special for ARKHAM Asylum, but I really wanted it to be like a normal asylum on top. So the first two floors, I would say, are like normal Victorian looking asylum, pretty old school. I used lots of dark creepy colors or red sometimes, so it looks, yeah, somehow like a creepy old mansion but turned into an asylum. And in the downstairs basement areas, there are going to be the cells for the Batman villains that you guys asked me about to do. And also, you know, like some solitary cells, some laboratories, you know, that stuff what you actually really think of if you think about ARKHAM Asylum. So yeah, I hope that I could really incorporate all of your ideas. I really love to build this, and I really highly decorated it again. And I also want to say sorry that it is so late again. But yeah, as I've said, this whole lot is so detailed and so huge that it runs about like 3 or 4 frames per second, and at the end it only had like 1 frame per second. So for me it was really horrible to build because it took so much time and so much loading time, and you know, when I changed the angle of the camera it was like, yeah, it didn't really work. So that was really horrible for me, but yeah, I finally could figure it out, and I hope that you like it, guys. Of course, at the end I will put lots and lots of screenshots here again so you can have a better look at it, because I also had to highly cut this video again because yeah, it was like I don't know, like another 6 or 7 hour build just to furnish and decorate this whole house. And yeah, I hope that you still can see what I did here and that you can get what I try to do. But yeah, I hope that my video commentary also gives you some clues about my general ideas. So if you come inside, there's this big hallway with the 2 stairs coming up. They have a double ceiling, so I just deleted the one ceiling from the first floor, let's just say, and then there's like a gallery all around it so you can look downstairs. This was also an idea from the American Horror Story Asylum, because I can remember that there is like a huge entrance hall tower thing. It's like super tall, this room, and then there's like the head mistress or nun, I don't know how to describe her, and she's like standing upstairs and looking down to the visitors and like, hey, yeah, here's my office, come see me here or something, you know. I always thought that would be really cool, and this is why the offices of the I made like 2 doctor's offices are upstairs, so they can, you know, get to the fence of the gallery and look down and welcome the guests they have or whatever. So there's also a library. This one is also separated. It has like 2 levels. You can go inside on the lower level and also, you know, get up to the gallery of the library on the 2nd level or highest level there is. And yeah, you can pretty much look down. It's like it has a super nice view to the outside biggest fountain I have there. Looks really cool. And also I stacked these bookshelves on top on one another, and then I guess it's like the Control 9 key, you can stack them or like move them up and down. And this is how I could achieve to make 3 of the walls look as if they're like covered in bookshelves. So it looks really, really cool, very cluttered again. And also there will be, of course, some seatings, like, you know, some really cozy armchairs and lots of books lying around, and, you know, some, I don't know, like lamps and all that stuff. You know, I always like to build very cluttered and realistic, and yeah, I hope that you like this one. This is by far, I guess, even my favorite room of the whole build, because yeah, it could be also easily like be the library of a horror castle of some sort. So actually, if you want to turn it like the asylum to a normal castle, you just have to change the patients' rooms and the cells downstairs, and then you would have like a nice castle somehow. I also thought that would be a really nice idea. And yeah, I hope that you like it, guys. Then I started to do the offices of the doctors, and like lots and lots of you guys have wrote me in the comments and suggested it to make an office for Harleen Quinzel, or Dr. Harleen Quinzel, which is Harley Quinn before she turned to the evil, I wouldn't call her evil, but crazy Harley Quinn character. And basically I also stacked like the bookcases. It all looks really Victorian and ancient somehow. Not ancient, but very old and classic looking. And the only slight difference I wanted to do for Dr. Harleen Quinzel is to put the banners, or yeah, I guess there's banners for the clubs that you get and get together. There's one with a little jester head on it, and I thought this is just perfect. It comes in a green background, so this is not like the most perfect idea for it. I rather much had it in like a red or a black, I would say. But yeah, this is how you can distinguish that this is Dr. Harleen Quinzel's office. And the next one next to it, I used a banner with the theater mask on it, these drama masks. So I thought this is Two-Face, and Two-Face is also like a villain in the Batman universe. And I thought, yeah, maybe he's a doctor here in my asylum too, so who cares? So Dr. Harleen Quinzel and Dr. Two-Face, or Dr. Harvey Dent, I don't know, are running this complex, maybe, I don't know. But there will also be a cell, of course, for Harley Quinn, so you can choose either way, have like a Harleen and turn her into Harley Quinn at the end. I don't know how you would play it, but it would be super, super interesting for me if you are interested, or like if you put me in the comments how you would play, or what kind of story or vibe it gives you, this build. Because I had so many ideas while I was building this, and I was like thinking about, yeah, the American Horror Story Asylum season. I was thinking about Gotham, which is a series that I'm watching right now a lot, and I'm super excited about it. And you know, all that scary hospital haunted house series where they get into these paranormal cameras and all that stuff that are pretty silly. But yeah, I watched some of these too, because some of these had like really nice layouts and gave like some nice insights about how real life asylums are built up. And yeah, these were like my inspiration for this whole build, or the whole interior design here. And yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like doing the research was actually pretty much fun, to be honest, to look at all these pictures from these seasons and these series and TV shows. And I really much enjoyed it. It was really cool. So I have like a big folder on my desktop now with lots of creepy pictures. And yeah, I just hope that nobody finds this one, because I think some people might think that I lost my mind and I'm a crazy person. Like, why do you have so much creepy interior design stuff in there? What the hell is wrong with you? But yeah, I really liked it. And also upstairs there's like a normal patients wing, I would say. It's a wing because yeah, this whole build is so huge, and I made it all in white with, you know, the normal floor tiles like in an old hospital. And also with the City Living expansion pack we get these room divider curtains, and I thought this is perfect for a hospital because usually they have these curtains, you know. And I've also remembered, because I watched the series The Nick, I don't know if anybody knows about it, but it was really good, and sadly it got shut down, but it was a really cool, gave really cool insights about the 19th century hospital, how it worked back then. And yeah, this was also kind of an inspiration for this whole wing, I would say. So there are like, I guess 4 beds or 5 beds, I can't remember so well, all in white. They're divided by these curtains. There are some lockers for the patients to put their stuff in, skeleton and yeah, some files laying around, some skeletons, you know, those knickknacks that you get with the get to work add-on, because it had like the doctor's career and the hospital's objects in there. And yeah, I really liked it. It was really much fun to think about how this would look like. And also I wanted to be like the upper floor to be like the one that is like showing if there are guests or like people who want to send their relatives or something to there. That's like the whole first 2 floors are just, you know, for show actually. So I think those are just, you know, like any hospital or asylum would have looked like, oh yeah, we have this really nice salon or living room here, and we have this room, and you know, we're really taking good care of our patients. And when they're finally there and like living in the asylum or like stationed in the asylum, they will go downstairs directly into the cells, because nobody really cares about the well-being of the patients here, I guess. That was like my idea. So yeah, I really wanted to make like a two-faced build somehow. So the upper side, you know, it's always like the taller upper side is always the best, super nice, superficial, good-looking side. And then when you go down in the basement, it's always super creepy and almost like a prison and crazy laboratory, and all of those crazy stuff is going on there. And yeah, I really like that by gut thinking about it. So yeah, I really hope that you like this idea too. Also upstairs there is this nursery, because I had a little tower room, and some of you guys have wrote me that Harley Quinn actually has a baby, I guess in the comics or like in the cartoon series that I haven't seen or I have never heard of. But yeah, you wanted a nursery, you get a nursery, it was perfect. So I used the colors from the Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad here, because she has this blue and pink hair dip dye in her hair and, you know, on her makeup. And yeah, that was like the inspiration for the color code here. Also, of course, a checkered floor, because yeah, it somehow reminds me of this whole Joker Harley Quinn feel. And yeah, there's this creepy looking bear, a little crib, or yeah, it's called a crib, I guess. A little baby bed. Let's just call it a baby bed, because I always forget how it's called in English. Also, I used the banner with the Harley Quinn or like jester head on it, the clown poster or like the clown picture that we have, for example. And yeah, you know, all those kind of stuff that could be cute, but it's also really creepy. So this is what's in the nursery room, and I really hope that you like it. And maybe write me a little bit about where I can find about the baby of Harley Quinn, because I only found fan fiction about it. Is this a thing? Does Harley Quinn have a baby? With whom? Is it with the Joker or somebody else? I really have never heard about it, but I really would love to know about it. So if you guys are watching this, please write me down in the comments where it's, I don't know, where I can find info about that. I really would appreciate it, because I think that's a really cool idea. Also, lots of you guys were super obsessed about Harley Quinn. I guess she's like the, since Suicide Squad, like a big icon somehow in the comic character universe. But yeah, this is why she has the office, the nursery, and even a cell, because yeah, that's my fan service for you guys, because you certainly seem obsessed with Dr. Harleen Quinzel or Harley Quinn in general. And yeah, of course, here you go. There's your Harley Quinn special edit for this whole Arkham Asylum. So I guess the nursery is pretty weird to have an asylum, but maybe some of the patients, if you are not like referring it to the Arkham Asylum, just to a general asylum, maybe some of the patients have babies, and this is why there's a little nursery there. So downstairs I did a couple of cells. I divided them with the glass, because that was a thing of Silence of the Lambs, because Dr. Hannibal Lecter, he's like behind this big glass window front, and I thought that would be really cool to make like a whole station, you know, like in a prison, I would say. So there's like a whole central station, I don't know, like a observatory thing for all those wardens, I guess, or security guards, and they have like a nice 360 view of all the cells, and you know, maybe they can talk to the inmates, so this would be really fun too. I started with a cell of Killer Croc, because somebody also wrote me I have to make like a cell for Killer Croc. And yeah, there are lots of stones from the outside, because I used lots of these outdoor retreat stones. I used lots of pipes that I found in the objects somewhere. I don't know where I get them. I guess they're somehow from Get to Work, some are now from the City Living. There's a little pool with this brownish water, some mushrooms, even some water tanks. You know, it looks like a sewer, I guess. And yeah, this is the cell for Killer Croc. And then the next cell I did was the one for Harley Quinn. And I also want to remind you that I actually wanted to use like different wallpaper to make it like blue and red again. But then I thought, yeah, it's still like an Arkham Asylum. It's still like a facility of some sort. So they won't have that much like freedom to even do like different wallpapers, but I thought maybe they already live there because they have like basically a life sentence till death and have to be there. And at the end of Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn gets an espresso machine, I guess. So I had to incorporate a little kitchen area for her. Of course, she doesn't have a stove, but she has this espresso machine, a bed, some books, because she apparently read some books in the Suicide Squad, and this was like the only thing I could, you know, imagine her, because the cartoon version I know of her when I was little, she had like these two hyenas. She was wearing black and red, so it was like very different somehow. And this cell is more of for the Suicide Squad version of Harley Quinzel. Then the next one was, of course, the Joker. I used lots of purples and a green rug, for example. I used a card playing table because, the Joker is basically a card in a card deck, and that was like a really cool idea. Also, of course, in every cell they have a bed and a toilet, except for Killer Croc. I guess he doesn't have a bed and a toilet, but I'm not sure. I just thought he makes his toilet in the sewer and maybe he sleeps also in the water. I don't know, because I'm not really firm with that character, because I only know him from the Suicide Squad movie as well. And that was like the only thing. Maybe I should have read up on all those villains, but seriously, I just wanted to get this thing finished. I guess you have been waiting 2 whole weeks now, and that's because I also wanted to wait for the City Living expansion pack so I can incorporate these new items in there. Didn't have like so much time, and also, like I said, it's like a 8-hour build. It took so much time, oh my god. And at the end I realized that I even forgot the kitchen. So there's a kitchen, of course, upstairs in the nicer part of the asylum, like in the really nice part. There's of course a kitchen because I have to eat somewhere. And also I know that some of you guys are playing the asylum challenge. In that case you may have to delete some of the beds, because I guess you only need like 6 beds for 8 sims. I'm not really sure about the whole challenge thing, how the rules are, but basically you have to delete some stuff, of course, because I just decorated it as if it would be like an asylum, and like functioning Arkham Asylum of some sorts, if there would be like an asylum. And of course the Joker has of course a little microphone to tell jokes to the wardens, because why not? I just hope that you like it. It's a little bit unclear, but I guess with the whole Harley Quinn banner or the Jester banner and the clown picture and the Joker's thing, like in the Joker cell, you get it maybe for who these kind of cells are. It's a little bit hidden because I couldn't do like checkered floors and green and purple wallpaper and all that stuff, because I really wanted it to at least look a little bit like a cell. And I was also remembering like Silence of the Lambs, because Dr. Lecter has a table, he can draw there, he basically has some sort of entertainment there. And I just hope that you get that and that you are not like sad about that I actually went for the more cell looking feel here. The next 2 cells that I did are even more downstairs, and that are the more weirdest villains, I would say. So there's like a special cell for Poison Ivy with lots of plants and red plants, because Poison Ivy she has like red hair, so I wanted to incorporate more of the red looking plants. There are some little laboratory or like medicine, I don't know, like ER looking rooms where they do the experiments on them. And then there's also like another cell for the Dr. Freeze, where I use the waterfalls in front of it so it looks like a cooling chamber. And then there are the dance floors from Get Together, like on the floor. I used lots and lots of these crystals from the Bitey Bugs to make it look like ice. So that's the Dr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze? Mr. Freeze. He's a Mr. He's not a doctor, actually. So I used that in his cell. And yeah, I hope that you like this whole build, guys, because it's, yeah, kinda weird. Also, oh, of course, I forgot, maybe it's not shown in this video, but there's 2 solitary chambers. I would say there's like only a bed and a toilet in there, and you know, I made it all white to make it look like a asylum, prison, solitary cell, whatever. And also, like I said, I always made these kind of counters go all around for the wardens for them to look inside the cell, so they have like a constant view on their patients or the inmates, so they don't do any silly stuff. And yeah, I just hope that you like it. Somebody even wrote me that I should put something for Batman on the top of the, you know, on the roof, but that was actually not possible because it was covered in roof. And there is this rug from the spooky stuff pack which looks like a bed, but there's a big bed on it. And that would be perfect, but I couldn't fit it anywhere because my roof is like basically, yeah, just like this typical roof. There's no flat space there to put the rug in, but that would have been perfect for it. I know. But yeah, maybe in the next build somehow. Maybe we do another Batman inspired build. But yeah, I hope that you like it, guys. The download link is of course down in the video description below. Also, check out maybe the first part if you haven't seen that one, because it's a super detailed build. Yeah, that's basically it. I hope that you like it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.